Halloween is the time of the year when we all like to dress up and pretend to be someone else. But when it comes to saving for retirement, pretending won't do you any good. You have to face the facts and take action today. In this video, we'll share 7 scary retirement facts that will scare you into taking action today by explaining why you can't afford to wait any longer to start saving for retirement. Make sure to subscribe to our channel if you're interested in improving your financial management through daily videos on personal finance. The first retirement fact on our list is about life expectancy. According to the Social Security Administration, a man who is 65 years old today can expect to live an average of 84 more years. A woman who is 65 years old today can expect to live an average of 86.7 more years. What this retirement fact means for you is that you need to plan on saving enough money to last you through at least 20 to 30 years of retirement. You don't want to be a senior citizen who is struggling to make ends meet because you didn't plan ahead. The second retirement fact is that about 1/3 of Americans in the workforce today have absolutely no retirement savings whatsoever. And more than 25% of Americans working today are not saving for retirement at all. If you fall into either of these categories, you're in for a very rude awakening when you retire. Being a broke retiree is no fun, and trust us, if you don't have any retirement savings, you're going to have to rely on Social Security, which is only designed to replace about 40% of your pre-retirement income. The third retirement fact is that even if you are relying on Social Security to cover your retirement costs, you're going to be in for a shock. The average Social Security benefit is only about $1,500 per month. That's just over $18,000 per year. And that's not nearly enough to cover the costs of retirement for most people. Do you believe you would be able to cover your mortgage, car payment, groceries, and all other living expenses on just $18,000 per year? Keep in mind the rising inflation rates too. When you finally retire, you don't want to be house poor and eat ramen noodles every night just to make ends meet. The fourth retirement fact is that healthcare costs are rising faster than inflation. In fact, according to a recent study by Fidelity Investments, a 65-year-old couple retiring today can expect to spend an average of $245,000 on healthcare costs throughout their retirement. And that number doesn't even include the cost of long-term care. With healthcare costs rising so quickly, it's more important than ever to have a solid retirement plan that takes into account these rising costs. You don't want to end up bankrupt just because you got sick in retirement. The fifth retirement fact is that almost half of Americans suffer from insomnia due to financial stress. And this stress doesn't just go away when you retire. In fact, it's likely to get worse. After all, you'll have even less income coming in and more time on your hands to worry about money. But honestly, we worry more about those who don't lose their sleep over money. Because if you're not worrying about your finances, it's probably because you don't have any retirement savings. Watching TikTok and Netflix all day may sound like fun, but it won't pay the bills. The sixth retirement fact is that 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. In fact, according to a recent survey, 78% of Americans are in some sort of debt, and more than half of Americans say they don't have enough money saved to cover a $1,000 emergency. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, the last thing you should be doing is putting off saving for retirement. You need to start saving now so you don't end up in a situation where you can't afford to retire. Imagine yourself at age 70, still working a 9-to-5 job because you can't afford to retire. Not fun, right? The seventh and last retirement fact we have for you is the scariest one. 40% of Americans don't even know who to trust for retirement advice. They can't afford a personal finance manager, and they're not sure if they can trust their family or friends for advice. The bottom line is that you need to be very careful about who you take retirement advice from. Just because someone is older than you doesn't mean they know what they're talking about when it comes to retirement planning. Do your own research and talk to a financial advisor you trust before making any decisions about your retirement. The only worse thing than being broke is losing all your savings because you took a piece of bad advice from someone. These are just 7 retirement facts that should force you to take action today. If you're not saving for retirement, you need to start now. If you're not sure how to save for retirement, talk to a financial advisor. And if you're worried about retirement, don't be afraid to ask for help. The sooner you start planning for retirement, the better off you'll be. But whatever you do, remember, saving for retirement is crucial. Thanks for watching Think Tank Financial. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more great content.